Welcome back to First Issues. We continue our conversation on the responsibilities that young executives have in ensuring the optimal adoption and accessibility to digital solutions in efforts to transform Botswana's economy.
This year's theme specifically aimed at making sure that discussions at the conference were centered on how the private sector can lead the charge to transform Botswana's economy.
During these deliberations, it was evident that young leaders were an integral part of this endeavor, as they are the future of this country. As people growing in the ever-evolving digital space,
it was recognized that they too have invaluable knowledge and a powerful voice to lend in how technology and digital solutions can be optimally adopted to propel Botswana forward. Amongst these young executives that First Issues had a chat with were Thabo Malete, who's technical test analyst, and Renee Ditirwa, who's business operations analyst, both from the First National Bank of Botswana. Thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We're here today at the National Business Conference, the 17th National Business Conference as hosted by Business Botswana, and we're talking about the private sector leading in economic expansion and transformation, right? But the key aspect that we want to focus on is the digital space. What gaps within this sphere have you noticed that you think have slowed down or hindered adoption and uptake of digital solutions for said economic expansion?
It's definitely issues around infrastructure. We do, just like with any economy, there has to be a road. If you're shipping products, if you're going to be selling, there has to be a road, and that road for us is the internet. There's issues around training, changing the mindset that we have with current business owners, your small, medium enterprises that have to join this digital future. And then a regulatory framework, I guess, that's struggling to keep up with the velocity of change that an online economy brings.
The gaps that I have identified is digital literacy. I feel like there's a huge gap between the highly skilled and the people who are less skilled. Some people are comfortable using digital tools, while we still have people who don't have basic knowledge of using the digital platforms. And the other thing is fear of using technology. There's always this element of, what if my idea is wrong? What if someone doesn't buy into my idea? What if I'm saying something wrong? Should I have to know something? Should I have to know a certain tool or a certain system, for me to be able to voice out and tell people what I'm thinking and what I feel should be done in the digital space?
We're talking about adopting fully the digital solutions, but we're not talking about the users, the consumers, right? How ready do you think Botswana are in adopting this new way of doing things? We're talking issues around connectivity, like you're talking about the internet, issues of access. How many people have smartphones to be able to transact online? Do you think Botswana are ready for that kind of immersion into a new way of doing things?
People are really comfortable with using platforms. They're exposed to social media, they subscribe to some of the platforms that they want to use. They use digital tools in their homes, the likes of Google. You're able to control your curtains, your microwave, programming, all of that, playing games. That just goes to show you that there's so much that is happening in the digital space. People are aware and they're interested. It's just a matter of, is this thing personalized to what I want? Are you giving me a product that serves me the purpose of what I want to do in my space? Yeah, so I really feel like people are really attracted to digitalization.
I actually think Botswana are very tech-savvy individuals. We're very on the internet, and there are a lot of reports that do show that in your big application, your social media, there's a huge presence of Botswana. So it's more of an issue of being very cognizant of what our users need.
What is it, if anything at all, that young executives like yourself can do to help Botswana push this mandate of infusing digital solutions, technology into everyday life to help propel Botswana to her envisioned high income status?
I think first of all, at the individual standpoint, it's very important to understand that we have to continue learning. We have to keep adapting with the changes that are happening in all these different spaces that we now rely on, right, to do business. But secondly, it's because we are the ones currently understanding and in these conversations, we should really show up in the rooms where decisions are made.
Collaboration is very, very important. When you look at some of the countries that are really high income and high tech, collaboration, that is how they started. We partner with private sectors, we partner with government, we partner as youth, the highly skilled, the less skilled. Let us teach others what is required to be a digitally knowledgeable person in Botswana.